up, though? And welcome to the Boss Up Ball Out podcast, your home for organic debate about Detroit Lions news and rumors. It's your man, Kurt Steele. On today's show, we react to the Detroit Lions' initial 53-man roster. Please do us a favor, like the video and share it with other Detroit Lions fans like yourself. If you enjoy the content, subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 2,000 subscribers, and we are currently at 1811. Now it's time to bring in my co-host for today. First, it's the curator of Thursday Thursdays on Instagram, Yagtown's finest, LL Cool Torrance. What's going on, my guy?
Me? Happy Wednesday, y'all.
And next, it's the defensive line coach of your Jackson Northwest Mounties, the Wolverine who?
Coach Mike Jones. And LL, don't act so surprised.
Yeah, buddy. All right, if you're new to the channel, this is how our show works. We look at Lions news, headlines, or takes. If we agree, we say they are bossed up. If we disagree, we say it's balled on. And we give our take on reasons why we agree or disagree. No hot takes here. It's natural debates and our true thoughts and opinions about what's going on with our favorite team, the Detroit Lions. And as I said in the intro, today we're going to look at the topics for today. Who made the Lions' initial 53-man roster? We're going to go over offense, defense, special teams, who got snubbed, and who will get fired on their day off because they won't be on the team long. Because, you know, you got some guys that made the initial roster and going to be cut probably by Friday. That's why I said they're going to get fired for selling boxes. All right, LL, you up first, man. And we don't have to get into all the names, but give us a few names of that made the roster. I'm gonna put the names up on the screen. We'll go over the offense first. Here we go. LL, what you got for your offense, man? Just give us a few names on each slide.
All right. Well, the big name, of course, on this one is that guy, Isaiah Williams. We talked about him all preseason long. And I'm glad that he actually got a chance to make that roster, man. Well, we got a couple more surprises. I ain't gonna go into that, but yeah, no, I'm glad to see Isaiah Williams get a shot. Hopefully he'll actually get some game time. Things like that. Another one of the surprises to me was the if you can switch the slide, it's one of the offensive linemen, Parker Hesse. I'm not familiar with that gentleman at all, but from what I heard, people speaking about him, I guess maybe he's had a good camp. I don't know who that gentleman is. He could walk in here and say, "Hi, my name is Parker Hesse," and I wouldn't like, all right, Parker Hesse, if that's you.
He's our third tight end, and he can play fullback. That's who he is.
Right, 43, I think. Right, and I said offensive lineman. So yeah, that's the all right. So maybe I do know who he is then. All right, but yeah, those are the names for me: Isaiah Williams and then Parker Hesse. Well, the good surprise, I guess, with Isaiah Williams. Welcome to the team, and Parker Hesse. Glad to know you. I guess I'm glad to get to know you.
All right. And then we got to keep it 100, man. We know it was going to see some people who didn't make it, who we thought was going to make it. Who got snubbed, man? And who you think won't be on the team for long?
Well, I don't know if I say snub, but a big surprise that it didn't make it was, of course, Isaac Uku. If I'm saying his name right.
On offense.
Oh, shoot! My bad. Offense. Let me see here. Who didn't make it on offense? I don't really have any surprises on that. My only one that I say, who I might think is a little upset about it, is Tom Kennedy. I know he tired of keep coming in and going and coming and going. But if one thing, I guess he could maybe take a lesson from Dan Skipper. I think it was on Twitter. If that was his real Twitter, he had retweeted the final roster, and he said 8th time's a charm. So that's a good way to look at it. If that's how you want to, if you need a positive, look at it like that. Hey, I kept on trying and I'm here. So I think Tom Kennedy, he comes, I think he shows up whenever we ask him to. Like, he don't go out there and suck. So maybe he just ain't the best of the best, but he does come and he does perform for us. So that's maybe a surprise. But I think he'll probably be back on the practice squad. And I don't want to take them all, but it's another. I'll leave y'all some names.
All right, Coach Jones, who do you think got snubbed, and who do you think is gonna get fired on their day off?
I just want to start off by saying that I want to second that motion that Parker Hesse making a squad was a surprise. I'm surprised that Shane Zylstra and James Mitchell got cut.
Right.
I
Well, Shane
personally
Zylstra.
had one. I personally had one of those two making it. I had James Mitchell making it over Shane Zylstra. And I thought when we seen Shane Zylstra get cut, I'm like, oh, James is in there. And then I was like, James ain't in there. So I'm like, Parker Hesse, who the hell? But he's obviously he's been repping good because if they feel comfortable enough to let both of those guys go and keep him, then he's doing his job. So another guy I'm surprised made the team that we thought was going to be a project and he was going, get kind of IR or practice squatted and they get it together was Giovanni Manu. He turned the corner quick. He really must have showed them it don't take that long to be strong, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't take that long to be athletic and strong, and you can figure it out on the fly if you got all those intangibles that he got. So him making a roster was a surprise initially. Yeah, and another surprise was they kept 10 offensive linemen. I thought they were going to keep 9. Some people said they were going to keep 8. They kept 10. Yeah, man, that was a total shock to me, man. Total shock, man. And that one guy that got signed, Tim Patrick, man. That was a surprise too, man. That he's practice squatted right now, but I'm sure he'll be elevated before a couple days is out, man. But those are my surprises, man. It wasn't really no surprise on offense. It was just kind of a, ooh, okay, if you okay, it's like a role player, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, for me, I'm looking at this roster, the offense. The one guy I think that got snubbed is Zane Shilstra. I think he's a good pass catcher. I thought he was going to make it, but he may be back on the practice squad. The one player I think may get fired on the day off, I agree, Giovanni Manu. I just don't think he's NFL ready just quite yet. So I think he may not be on the roster for long. I think he may end up being practice squatted as well. So those are my two guys. All right. So what you got, Ella?
I like Manu. I think I seen something about him. They were saying, but pretty much what Mike had said, I guess. Without the pads, he was looking kind of lost. But once they put the pads on, actually got into some game action, that he looked like something worth keeping around, I guess. So I think he might stick around for a while. Like I don't think he's gonna go anywhere. I don't think, at least.
All right, definitely. Hey, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video, man. All of these things will help us with that YouTube algorithm and get this Detroit Lions content to more fans just like yourself. All right, now it's time to switch to the defensive side of the ball. All right, Coach Jones, let's go with a few names that that made it, and we'll a couple notes here, and then we'll just go through and say who we think got snubbed and who think gonna get fired on the day off.
Really, the defense is pretty set. Maybe the undrafted guy at linebacker was the most shocking surprise. Him making the roster. I
You
can't
talk about
remember.
Ben Neiman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Him making the roster was a surprise. I didn't see it coming. I don't think anybody else seen it coming, man. So that was a big surprise. Another big surprise is the fact that they kept John Kaminsky. I don't know if it's like you got to be on the active 53-man roster for so long. So I know you got 2 designations that can be on IR before the 53-man cut down. So I figured John Kaminsky will, within the next day or two, I don't know how long you got to have that 53-man roster intact. Or I know it's 52 right now, so that's another reason why I'm shocked. But I know Kaminsky is gonna go to IR, and probably they will bring back Kyle Pecco. I'm guessing because we all were kind of like threw off that DJ Reader was activated. So DJ Reader being activated, and then them only having 4 interior D linemen. That means DJ Reader is scheduled to play a big role in them games, man. So I think Kyle Pecco might come back. I'm sad about Uku. Maybe he's another guy they might bring back. I was really praying for Upu, man. That was the one guy in camp. I'm like, man, I hope he make the roster, man. He had a sack every game, a sack and a pressure every single preseason game. So, yeah, man. But I was surprised that what's that guy's name? Lauren Strickland.
Mm.
I believe I'm surprised. I don't even know who the hell that is. Still, you know what I'm saying? I still don't know who he is. Like if he was standing next to me and we was waiting on the train or something, I'd be like, "What's up, bro?" And I keep looking for the train. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know who that guy is. So but I'm happy for him, proud for him. I'm happy for him and his family. You're gonna do good things, and you have that financial opportunity now. Blessed to you, but yeah, those are my guys. Like I said, I'm not really as like shocked, but I'm just kind of like, oh man, really? Like, oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I feel you on that one. All right. Looking at these guys, man, on the defensive side of the ball, man. For me, I'm definitely gonna look at some of the guys that I thought was going to make it. I agree with you. I'm bossed up. I thought Uku will make it. He impressed me. I have two candidates that may not be on the roster long, and that was Lauren Strickland and Ben Neiman. Now, these guys are down on the depth chart, and with Broderick Martin and Emmanuel Mosley eligible to return after week 4, one or both of these guys probably be gone by mid-season. Uku has a chance to be signed to the active roster if he clears waiver, because either John Kaminsky or Iffy is going to be on IR. I think you have to have those guys to be on season-ending IR. They have to be on the initial 53-man roster. They just can't go straight on the season-ending IR. So they want to have them there, and they want to keep those roster spots for those guys. So looking at that, I just think that those guys are my guys who aren't going to be here that long. They're going to get fired for stealing boxes. All right, LL, what you got on the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, man, of course. And I did it again. I gave a defensive person when it was the offensive segment, but leading off with Isaac Uku, man. I thought he was in there. I thought he was for sure in there, especially like we don't, at least in my opinion, we don't have a lot of guys on the outside like that, like no pass rushers like that. But congrats to you, young man. And yeah, that what was the other name? The
Ben
name
Neiman?
that yeah,
Oh,
Neiman.
Strickland.
No,
Yeah.
Strickland. That's the one. I don't know who that gentleman is, but again, maybe that's on me. I should be more familiar. Sorry, Mr. Strickland, but yeah, he can come in here and be like, "Hey, my name is." I see. I don't remember his first, Mr. Strickland. I'd be like, "What's up, Mr. Strickland?" Lauren Strickland. Sorry again, sir, but yeah, I don't know who that gentleman is, but congrats to on making the team. One of the guys I didn't really think he was gonna make it, but I kind of thought that he might was Matthew Betts. I didn't think he was the worst. I heard a lot of people say a lot of not very many good things, but I thought he was okay. Once they actually put him to go forward, you know what I'm saying? We actually heard that we're done trying to him out at other spots, but we're gonna let him do this. And maybe that was the reason. Maybe they needed somebody to have some versatility since they were cutting it short on James Houston. They weren't going to ask him to do too many more other things besides go forward. So maybe that's what ended up happening. Another one was Ty Summers. I thought Ty Summers all I did was hear his name throughout camp, and I thought he had a good preseason. But maybe he'll be back on the practice squad. One of these gentlemen who may not be around for long. I'm gonna go with both of those. Well, one of those two that you guys say is either gonna be Ben Neiman or Lauren Strickland. And that's because we got some guys that's gonna come back, and that's one of them. Of course, is my friend Big Broderick, and then everybody else's friend Emmanuel Mosley. Who Broderick will probably be back after around the bye week, which is I think that's week 5, right? Something like that. So that'd be right in time for him to come on. And then Emmanuel Mosley, at least it's his pec this time, right? Something like that. So it's not a leg injury. So yeah, maybe he can come on back and help us later on in the season. So I think that we're going to try to leave room for those two guys. One thing for everybody who said they were shocked that Pecco didn't make it. Why? I didn't really hear anything about him. I guess he was having a decent time, but I didn't really hear anything about him. When we heard that he was brought over, I think a couple of us thought that he was just going to be a camp body. So I didn't really think he was that big a shot.
Hey,
I think it's just because DJ Reader wasn't active. So then if you take Pecco out and then you take DJ Reader out, we only have 3 interior D linemen. You know what I'm saying? So I think just from a numbers standpoint,
Okay.
people like Pecco. Yeah.
But I think you can interchange like Josh Pascal. He plays both in and D tackle. So they're gonna rotate those guys in and out. They got guys that can play both inside and outside. Hey, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video, man. All these things help us get the Detroit Lions fan content just to fans just like yourself. Let me slow down. Excuse me. All right, last one, special teams, man. 3 guys, Jack Fox, Jake Bates, and Hogan Hatton. There's no surprises right here. Scott Daly just got outplayed for that long snapper position. And one of the reasons why they kept Hogan Hatton is the fact that he can play linebacker in a pinch because he's a backup linebacker as well. All Scott Daly did was long snap. So I don't think, to me, and you guys can tell me if you agree, disagree, man. I don't think any of these guys are any type of snubs or any surprises for those guys, man. They're just who they are, man. They weren't gonna, those guys. We had those specialists in, and just Hogan Hatton just played his way. I think one thing will happen. I think Lions will put a kicker on the practice squad just in case that Bates starts struggling early on in the season, and they have to have a backup option if needed. But other than that, what do you guys think about the special teams?
And no surprises. Besides Logan Hatton, I know because it's our season, and we all are in camp and we getting ready for actually, to kick off football, man. I really haven't been paying as close attention to things as I have been in the past. I'm more locked in this year on what I got going on, but I didn't know who the hell Logan Hatton was. I mean,
Hogan Hatton.
See, I don't even know him. You know what I'm saying? So, but I know nobody knows who a guy is until he messes up. And I'm like, who did that? So,
Right.
but shout out to that man. He got a great opportunity for him and his family, man. I'm proud.
What you got, LL?
Yeah, congrats to Hogan Hatton, like same thing, but I don't think, knowing the long slap, or you pretty much will know the long snapper once he messes up. So hopefully we don't get to know him that kind of way. We just get to not even worry about who he is. So congrats, young man. I don't know if this counts as special teams, and it not really a snub, but a name. Maurice Alexander didn't make it. He was like our returner for the last couple of years and stuff like that. He tried to give him a shot at wide receiver, but he didn't make it. So maybe that's a special teams name. But
Isaiah
Williams,
that's his spot right now. He took that.
So.
He said, "Give me that spot, brother."
Right.
Hey, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video, man. Hey, do us a favor. Let us know what you think about the Lions initial 53-man roster in the comments. Hashtag bossed up if you agree with what's going on. Hashtag bought on if you disagree with what they did. And let us know who you thought should have made it and who you think shouldn't have made it. So let us know in the comments of this video. Now it's time for parting shots for today's show. Coach Jones, you up first today.
Yeah, so today is the day, man. If football really begins today, and that's because JV plays today. Our first home game, as you know, or some of you might know, our coaching staff travels to JV and varsity games together. Those are JV coaches, those are varsity coaches. We got guys who coach the JV, but we travel as a coaching staff to both games. So it get kicked off tonight because Memorial Day.
Labor Day.
On my Labor Day, that the weekends kind of is stretched out, and so there's no games on Friday. So, yeah, man, today is the day, man. I'm excited, and we're about to get the season started. Somebody about to get the business, bro.
All right, LL, what you got, my man?
Speaking of Labor Day, somebody that y'all know and love was born on that day many, many, many years ago. So happy birthday to whoever that might be. But happy Wednesday, man. Dollar Conies is scarce, so find your best Coney deal and enjoy your lunch.
Hey, thank you for starting your hump day with us right here on the Boss Up Ball Out podcast, your trusted source for Detroit Lions news and rumors. Hey, do us a quick favor and follow the crew on your favorite social media platforms, man. Coach Jones does a great job over there at Wolverine Lions Sports Talk with some of his shorts, man, with some great topics and content. Check me out over there on all my pages as well. And you know what it is tomorrow. Thursdays on LL's Instagram, man. Hey, Again, thank you for watching the Boss Up Ball Out podcast. Your home for the organic Detroit Lions news and rumors debate. Man, do your man Kurt Steele a favor. Whatever you're doing in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my man LL Cool Torrance and Coach Mike Jones, this is Kurt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon.